Bonjour, madame et monsieur, meneer, mevrouw, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to the Banter and Believe podcast. A space on the internet where we do not say, what do you bring to the table? A space on the internet where we do not clown a woman for being cheated on and decide to suck the man's dick for cheating on her. A space on the internet where we will not tell you, don't take your green passport, reject your American passport because of a man. A space on the internet where we will not tell you, throw all your belongings away into the river because you want to be a man. In fact, as a man, why are you wearing the two strap of the backpack on your back? Still one of the greatest online series ever, by the way. Simply Sayo, as a man. That was so good. But yes, welcome to our own little corner on the internet where we just try to be normal, everyday people who just have conversations about adulting, life, growing up, and living. Because right now, the Strait of Hormuz, I finally remember the name, there is no oil. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning.
We're not doing this again this week. We're not doing this again this week.
You don't want oil?
Oh, God.
Do you not hear that they are diluting the fuel? Have you not noticed that when you buy fuel in your car now, the thing finishes quicker? Or am I joking? Am I lying?
No, I don't have that.
Oh, you not noticed?
I buy good fuel.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Privilege. Anyway, how have you been, Van? With your buying of good fuel.
I've been okay. It's been a week of spending.
Money. It's a fun.
No, not at all, because I wouldn't be about to make this rant if I had money.
Oh.
So.
You're not balling out?
I'm not balling out at all. I'm balling in. Listen, yeah. I already ranted about this on my TikTok. But basically,
Okay, Van, we have to make a rule. If you're talking about it on your TikTok, you can't talk about it on the podcast.
Oh my God. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
But go on, what's been happening? You cannot be struggling financially. We are looking up to you.
Look down.
You are our inspo. If you are struggling, what is the rest of us?
If I'm your inspiration, your standards are quite low. Because, boy.
No.
No, because it's just been one of those. Okay, for context. And I haven't actually mentioned this on my pod, not my pod, on my TikTok. So I'm a bridesmaid in 2 and a bit months' time.
Oh, okay.
And I think I spoke to you about it. Like, I have to buy ashwabi and I have to sew it. And then I have to buy my bridesmaid dress. Thank God I already have, like, matching shoes and jewelry and a wig to wear. So that's not too bad, but it's still expensive nonetheless. I have to drive to wherever we're going, and she's not getting married like close by where I can just hop on like a £10 train or whatever. So there's that, and I have to purchase all of that this month. But also this month, just yesterday I serviced my car, and then I've got my MOT next week. And there's just been other like expenses. There's just been it's been an expensive month for me already, and it's going to be an expensive month for the rest of the month because obviously there's still bills to be paid and stuff. And most of my bills come out in like the first week of May, so I would say 80% of my bills come out in the first 5 days.
Likewise. I
did that on purpose so that at least I can get that out of the way. But it's just one of those ones where, let's be honest, I know I rant about this a lot, but it's a lot to be an adult in the UK at the moment. And it really baffles me because it's tough, bro. And I think that because I see a lot of people unboxing this and shopping that, I don't want to be a hater. I'm being serious. I don't want to be a hater and be like, how are you getting money? Because people are legit going to Selfridges every week to go and buy bags. They're going to this place. They're unboxing Hermes. And I don't know if it's because you guys aren't saving, because I save and I invest, but I don't know if it's because you guys aren't saving and you're spending your last. I don't know if I am not earning enough. I don't know if it's because it's fake life, because I found out that people are buying, like, you can buy Hermes boxes. I'm not joking.
Van, what side of it?
You can buy Hermes boxes. You can also rent like Chanel's and stuff, and then unbox it and then return it.
As you were saying this, I was going to say, I saw Chidera Peters' post, right? And I think she had gone to an event where the lady was talking about how she was saving, like, I think it was like 10 grand or 100 grand a month. And Chidera was like, oh my days, this is like amazing. She is just trying to hit a target that's maybe like 100 grand.
Yeah.
And her brother was like, yeah, you are saying that's amazing. There are people looking at you and be like, oh my God, I'm just trying to be where. So I don't know. My brain didn't go to fake life. My brain just went, everyone is on a different tier list.
Yeah.
There are people who have made money from this war.
Of course, even from socials, because people, for example, there are people who come on social media and they say things like, "Oh, this was my my income breakdown for the month," and they'll put their 9 to 5.
I mean,
maybe
Justina
3
Cameras
grand.
posted 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago about like her brand. I think she's trying to go on a brand trip, and which happy for her, because we were there from the beginning when she said she wants to be an influencer and a creator and take that as a job.
Yeah.
So people are working. I think my brain just goes automatically to like people who I know are doing bits to get it the way they want to have it. And your time will come. Not be you. You will get stocks and shares and all those. Oh, good. Me, I sold all my stocks and shares and crypto in order to buy a house. I don't get stock and share right now.
Yeah, but
the founder raised 20 million this year. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. We're still locked in. We're still locked in. Don't forget it. But yeah.
Okay.
So don't
Let's hope so.
Yeah,
I know.
At least you survived this month of bills.
I did. Yes. Barely, by the skin of my teeth. But it's just, like
me. I'm about to go day drinking after this.
I don't drink alcohol, so what am I supposed to do?
That's true. I haven't drank in a while. All my gym exercises is about to, but I'll work it back out.
Yeah, but anyway, that's literally the bulk of what I everything's just financial. There's just a lot going on financially, and to be honest, because I'm, like single, where it's like my bills are mine. I don't share bills. Like obviously, I live with my family. Huh?
I thought you don't like men.
Who said I don't like men?
No, with the way you talk about men on the internet, that's what they're saying about you.
Yeah, I don't.
You can't be yet and also single.
I don't like men as an institution.
Let me reply to you the way the Twitter comments people will reply to you right now. So you need man to pay him be. Why they call man? Why they call single? Maybe they use all that talk where they talk for internet pay be now. Oh, now you want a partner. That's what they sound like to me when they.
That's what they actually sound like. But yeah, like I under, because obviously I always say it, like, say for example, when I heat up my house, I heat up the whole house. The house could be full.
Isn't that so annoying?
The house can be empty.
Isn't that so annoying? I just want my room to be warm.
Yeah, so I don't the whole house is heating up. If I buy milk, it will go bad whether I'm drinking it on my own or I'm drinking it with 5 people. Do you understand? So there's a benefit to having someone to share things with, aside the love, care, orgasms and all that stuff.
The Christian sex toys.
God, you need to let this go. But that's okay. No, I'm gonna end my rant by saying I need money.
I've heard all month. It's still the funniest thing I've heard.
Christian sex toys, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the real question is, should Christians use sex toys?
Why not?
Ooh. Anywho, that's my week been. Yeah, also my bills all go out on the first week. So it was very good to get part of my security payment this week, like last week, was it? And that has now put me in a dilemma where I'm like, do I take more security shifts? But I know it's going to heavily affect my day job. And I know when I was starting this security job, Holy Spirit told me not to be greedy.
Yes, you said that.
Packing shift anyhow. So I'm trying to find the balance. But oh Lord, I need the money.
I need $1, dollar is what I need.
Plus Jesus.
I need $1, dollar is what I need.
If I don't know my story,
$1 with me. Yeah.
Anyway, that's how our week has been. How has your week been? I think some of you actually forget that we have a WhatsApp segment,
right?
That you guys are supposed to write in and let us know how your work,
Your
week has been. And the origin of this podcast, part of it was it was the fact that we always checked in on each other and made phone calls and things like that.
Which has drastically reduced, by the way.
I called this woman the other day and she was looking at me like,
okay,
why are you calling me?
Brandon,
I'm not talking about the 9 p.m. call. I'm talking about when you were on the train.
Yes, because this was before 10 o'clock.
I'm not talking about
No, this was before 10 a.m.
Was it before 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have called before 10 a.m. before.
No.
Yes, Van, we have called and we're even like, oh, I need to go and do stand-up. You went to go and do your stand-up.
No, but that's because you wanted to check on, you wanted to confirm something. It wasn't a long call.
Van, we've called each other at different hours of the day. So this one, they are saying it has reduced.
I literally, because I also told you I was going to Aberdeen. Okay. So I was wondering, that's why I told you. Remember I told you, I said, oh, why are you calling me? Like, I'm on the train. And I was like, oh, yeah.
In fact, she had not actually told me. She had told me you were going to.
I told you.
Okay.
I told you the week before.
Anywho, this is meant to be a check-in type of podcast. So we're checking on you guys also. So we're talking about this and we want to have, last season, it was easier because it was virtual. So we had a lot of our friends on. But we actually want to have more of our friends on. And it's not you are a startup, this thing, or you are a lawyer, or you are... No, I think it's just good to have our friends on and we just talk. And we just yap. And we just see how you're actually doing and we talk about life. You know, some of our friends are parents now. You know, some are married.
Yeah.
Actually, sure. Are all of them married? No. Not all of them.
Actually, most of my friends are not married.
Is it? Most of mine are good.
I have way more single friends than I have married friends.
Oh.
Way more.
I mean, we're serious on our side. They're married.
So we're on serious. No, don't do...
Misogyny. Internalize misogyny.
Wait, internalize misogyny?
No, the one that's...
Internalized misogyny is used for women.
No, as in, it's... Even though I don't consciously want to be...
Yeah, no, that's just misogyny. It's internalized when it's to do with women. Because...
Oh, I thought internalized is the one that's like embedded in you. That it just comes at you.
No, internalized misogyny is the one where if like women don't realize that they've taken on...
Okay, well, sorry it came out like that. I didn't mean you guys are not serious. I just meant...
Thank you.
That people in my side be marrying... Some of them have even proposed.
Marriage doesn't even make you serious anyway, because you guys are still very unserious. Love you, but yeah. Sometimes I wonder how my friends, like, you know...
So you're saying some of our mutual friends are unserious?
I'm talking about my friends specifically. Okay. That's why I said my friends.
So your friends get married and they're still unserious? They're
still unserious, yes. Okay. And they clown each other. They clown themselves and be like, I can't believe I have children. And then my life is like this. I think it's very hilarious. Yeah, I think it's funny.
But yeah, so we would like to... Yeah, so if you... Why did my voice go high? So yeah, if you're a friend, you know you're a friend, hit us up. Let's plan, you coming down and us recording. In fact, we'll bring camera to your house and we'll sit down together and film it there and record.
There's a friend I want to come back to this podcast. She's been here before.
Okay.
And her situation has changed. And when she was here, I want to ask certain questions and see if, obviously, post status change, if a lot of the things we discussed in the last episode, because I think it's been a year since our last episode, if she has like a different opinion on stuff that we discussed. It'd be nice to see that. Yeah.
Okay. Said friend, you know yourself. I don't think that should be a reason for us to bring you on.
A reason? What do you mean?
Like
that's not the reason why.
But that's the reason why, because
I said it would be. I could. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll pick up the phone and call you. Carry on. Yeah.
It to me, that's sounded like, oh, then
It's like look, B, stop it, because we have.
I want to bring out for her.
We have
not because
we have
of
friends.
status.
We have friends that you suggested because they're parents. Are we would we bring them on as our friends if they weren't parents? Yes, but we also want to discuss what it's like for them to be parents. It doesn't mean that's the only reason we're bringing them on. It's just because.
But the timing is making it sound like it was the only reason.
It's not the only bloody ass reason. Don't irritate me.
It sounded like
because it would be one of the reasons. It would be one of the things I want to talk to her about, but it's not the only reason. I could, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up the phone, babe, and I'm going to call you and ask my question, and then you will not come and visit us on the podcast. It's fine, because he said that that's the only reason that I'm bringing my friend on. So also the friends who are parents, who we want to bring on, please note that the only reason that you're coming on our podcast is because your friend knows that you're a parent. So if you did not have children, you would not be deemed worthy and fit for our podcast.
What I was saying earlier was that I even said you don't have to be a this, you don't have to be a that.
No,
because now you try to reframe it.
No, I didn't reframe it.
No. Wait.
I didn't reframe anything.
I didn't interrupt when you were speaking, though.
I didn't reframe anything.
I didn't interrupt when you were speaking. I didn't interrupt when you were speaking.
Actually, you did. Because that's how we got here. You literally interrupted what I was saying. You said, oh, so that's why you're bringing her here. You literally interrupted me. That's literally how we got here.
Fine. When I made the point earlier, I said you don't have to be lawyer or startup, or indicating that you don't have to be anything. You are just our friend, and we want to.
And when I want to bring my friend, he then decided
because you were highlighting.
I wasn't highlighting. I just said actually it would be a good time to bring her back, because I wanted to see a post change, like based off of her previous opinion versus if it's changed now. That would be a valid question to ask. That's not going to be the subject of an hour-long plus episode. Our last episode with her was 3 hours. Do you think I'm going to talk about that for 3 hours? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
If you are listening audio, I would highly suggest you go watch the video to see where I am. Right?
Because you know the funny thing is, Bill always does something where it's like he always wants to just do that, and I'm like, it's not nice. It doesn't land well. It's like 1 minute you're saying we should bring our friends just because they're our friends. So if I bring our friend, that's a good thing to ask her.
Anyway, people in the YouTube now, you can comment on.
To be honest,
what just happened.
I will bring my battalion and army of feminists, and they will come and tell you about yourself and how what you just did was.
Please, all you people that be doing
emphasizing the patriarchy.
The people you be doing your TikTok stream with.
Why are you saying it like that?
You do. Isn't that the people? Is that not who you're talking about?
So why do you say it like that?
As am I supposed to say? Do you have different?
So the people you do your TikTok with.
So when you said battalion, I'm not gonna say the photo forgotten her name now.
Who?
Your friend that lives down south, is in Milton Keynes.
Down south.
Don't you have a friend that's she has a kid? Name your friends and I'll...
Oh, I have a friend that lives in Milton Keynes, yeah.
I don't remember her name. I was going to say, you're not going to bring, when you said battalion, that's not who I'm thinking about. That's why I said the people you do podcasts. Fun,
No, I literally specified who they were. I said I will bring my feminist battalion. So it's only one group that you're referring to. That's why I said, why did you say it like that? Because they're the only ones I'm referring to.
So your other friends are not feminists?
I said they're the ones. I said my battalion of feminists.
Yeah, are your other friends not feminists?
They're feminists, but they're not a battalion. They're not a group together. These ones are literally a specific group together.
Okay.
You like stress. Anyway, so aside all the shenanigans, what are we talking about today, B? What do you want to talk about?
I want to go. Is it the first time we have fought on the podcast?
Oh, was that a fight?
It's not really a fight, but...
We argue all the time. We argue all the time.
Thank God I'm day drinking after this.
That's your business. So what are you trying to say?
That I'm going to go day drink after this.
Thank God you're day drinking after this. So what happens? So you can forget encountering me for the next hour and a half or what?
No, because then
I'm messing with you. Relax. You're too easy. You're too easy.
Oh, but then later I'm the one that's... Hello? Hey, just wanted to check in on you. because I think you all forget that we actually have a segment where we want you guys to, write in, let us know how you're doing, what's up with you.
That's right.
Big wins, small wins.
Big victories, little victories.
You will forever come on that. But anyway, on a serious note, do please write in, want to hear from you and, know how you're doing. Don't worry, we're not here to spread your business online, even though it will be online.
Yeah. But it's anonymous.
Want to do that. She's famous now.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, bring your dilemmas in. Let's put it on that page. She's famous now, so yeah.
Yeah, but we have a form in our bio, so click the link in our bio and fill out the form. We won't say your name, especially if you don't want us to.
We'll say it.
But yeah.
No GDPR laws here.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Bye, guys. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. We're actually fine. It's just like, I don't like it when things just become a thing. Like, I say something and now it's a whole conversation. It's like, I've said what I said. Let's move on. It doesn't always have to be a discussion. Because then it puts me on edge and then I'm having to defend what I just said. And I'm like, wait a minute, why am I having to defend it? It's just, men.
Women.
Yeah.
Anywho.
After
our very conversation last time, another conversation came up, and someone actually asked me if marriage is still relevant today.
Ooh.
And there was also the conversation of like, if it's God's will for certain people not to get married because obviously they've waited for a while and they start believing that, oh yeah, it's God's will. And it was like, when I was asked that question, for some reason I went very churchy and Christian with my answer.
Okay, which was?
Which I was very surprised about. So first, I said yes, marriage is still relevant today. I think marriage is still relevant today. And one of the reasons I believe marriage is still relevant is not necessarily because the Bible says, go ye into the world and go and born plenty children so you can dominate, even though I don't think that's the literal translation of what that is, but that's what they tell us, that is, may you just go born Peking, may you for dominate. I think, when I think of marriage, I think about how God talks about his relationship with us and the church. If you look at it, it is a lot of marital references are used, where he sees us as his bride, and he's the groom. And I also think that just as humans, we are very much created to have companionship. Again, if we look at God's relationship with Adam and Eve, he would come down in the cool of the day and he would communion with them. Also, we are sexual beings. We like to knack. We like sex.
Do we?
Do we? Yeah, I would like to think a majority of humans like it. And not to say now what I'm about is not to say you can't have sex safely and enjoy it outside of marriage. You can, but I think there's a level of obviously there's also another level of commitment in having sex in marriage, and all that for me makes me feel. And then also there's the having your person. That's another thing that's really big for me, is just having, this is my person.
Yeah.
So that was my initial response, to that question of if marriage is still relevant. But even more than that, I think the sense of community is what we are missing a lot today. That I look at, and again, a lot of times when I'm, and this is why I talk about, like, I'm not really on the internet, I live like in a bubble. I look at the way my parents have built their community around them with friends and family, and there is a certain level of like union and agreement. A lot of them are married. So they kind of pull each other along, all their kids. Some of the kids are friends with each other's So it's like when we have kids and then the likes of Blessing and Lisely, and you start having like this community that goes beyond just us, and it will be like, oh, you can go visit your Auntie Vanessa this week when she's doing that. Oh, you can go visit your Auntie Dami or, Uncle Blessy and all that type of things. And I think and again, remember I said my answer is very churchy. I'm not saying you can't have all these outside of marriage. But for me, that is part of the reason I think marriage is still relevant. Then the conversation started segueing because I went churchy with it. They raised a point where it was that because in the Bible it says, some people will get married, some people will not get married. It doesn't really say it like that. It said if you are fiery and you found someone who are married. If you don't find someone and you want to be like by yourself, you can be by yourself.
Yeah.
But there's something concerning that this person highlighted was that a lot of people in like their 40s were like, they waited on God and they waited to do it the right way and they are still not married. And they were almost kind of coming to the conclusion that, because of that, it is not God's will for them to get married. Which to me was baffling because I think we love to throw God and devil into a lot of things, right? And this might sound very like, I'm sure some people are going to say, if we look at our demographic, be like, oh, please, these things are spiritual. You don't know what you're talking about. In the past, men had the predominant say and power when it comes to picking a spouse because the woman was also heavily dependent on them, right? The woman was dependent on like, if I marry you, you are going to provide kind of like my security, my finances and the likes. Time has moved on where now the woman can, have her own economical power, have her own level of education where she's not overly dependent. Not saying it's because we still have areas in the world where it's still like that. So, and then we have all the horror stories we've heard when it comes to marriages that a lot of people are now, their guards are more up. I'm not just going to follow you because you say you love me. And this is both man and woman, right? So I don't think it's a God thing. Because his
ways are not our ways.
No. That the plans he has for you are good and not of evil. I don't think God wants you not to get married if you want to get married. It's just that if you look at the economical landscape, nobody is getting married that quickly anymore. And I think we don't like to put things into reality and we just throw it straight to God and the devil. The same way people are not having kids. When was the last time you saw people were having kids at such a young age that they created a whole MTV show from it? Right? Yeah. Economically, people are not getting married as quickly as they used to. Because financially, you kind of have to put your head down to know who you are getting married. Also, if I'm now a woman that's doing better economically and I'm not dependent on you, you as my future spouse, what else are you bringing where you cannot woo me with finances?
Okay, I have,
and I think that part as well has made a lot of men. Pick my words very carefully here. Less qualified, less capable, scared to approach women because they what they were taught or naturally instilled in them to say, if you have finances, you can marry. But now the woman have finances. So I don't think it's a God thing per se to say like, oh, because you are 40 now, God doesn't want you to get married. I think it's just the economical state of the world that we live in.
I'm going to backtrack. Not backtrack. I'm going to go back and say that when it comes to this, I blame, because I know that obviously the economy means that a lot of people are not getting married as early as they used to and having kids as early as they used to. But I'm going to go a step further and say that we need to understand why that is. So the issue is not that people are not getting married on like early on time or whatever. The issue is the problem that they have with it. So in Christendom, for example, or in the African community, we use a lot of words like delay. And
delay is not denial.
And for me, it's almost like when we talk about marriage, why do you want to get married? Right? Because one of the big issues that I have, and it ties to this whole delay thing, is because a lot of people have that conversation about maybe it's not God's will for me to get married because they feel like they wasted the years. I think
they have to justify it.
You have to justify it. So I've said this countless times where it's like a lot of people, they live their pre-marriage life as a bookmark. Like they pause. A lot of people don't live their life for themselves. It's almost like until I'll do this when and when that when doesn't come, it's like, so I've wasted my life. No, you haven't. You've just lived. I feel like life is like, your life is like a bus and it's going and people come on and come off and come on and come off. Some stay till the destination. Some have to hop off. Some have to hop on. But the bus is always on schedule. It's always on schedule. And when people say like, oh my God, you're getting married late, I always ask, late to where? Where are we going? The race is to the grave, because at the end of the day, okay, it's not God's will. Like, I feel like if you want to get married, that's God's will for you. It's God's will for you.
God has explicitly told you that.
Yeah, it's God's will for you.
You are not getting married.
And you have to ask yourself, if it's God's will that you get married, but it's not God's will for you to get married until you're 35, what do you plan to do prior to turning 35? Because it's always, because when people talk about this whole delay thing, they never talk about it from a sense of, I don't want to just be getting married at 35. It's almost from a place of, if I knew, I would have just gone to do my master's. I would have just gone to do this. I would have just frozen my eggs. I would have just, and I'm like, whatever it is you want to do, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I think that's even like one group of people, because I don't even think God gives you as a timeline for when He wants you to get married.
No.
I don't think God is there saying,
some of you aren't even ready to be husbands or wives, just saying, you're not ready. You're not ready for marriage.
God is there like, I want you to get married at 35. So until you are 35, you are not going to get married. Mm-hmm. I also think it's a case of, you have the people who have gone on to do their masters and do their PhD, and they have a great career. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're not just going to marry just anybody.
Yeah, it gets harder. It gets harder.
The pull and the requirements change. And now I know people will say, so why don't they just reduce their requirements? And that's why I said there are horror stories we've heard. We have women who have said they are great, they have a great career, they marry a man who is just normal, he has a good, decent job, he's a kind man, he's nice. You get married, but the man doesn't want to ever do anything else. The man stays stagnant. Mm-hmm. But what is the woman supposed to do with that? Mm-hmm. She can't push you and propel you, and then we have women who are like, oh, fine, she has the money, the man is like, but you can't be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And they get jealous. And don't get me wrong, vice versa. Right? Because now you have men who have traveled the world and they're exposed and they are doing great and they are earning millions and whatever. And you are saying, their father is saying, come and marry so and so. And they're like, no, I want to choose for myself. But we have also heard horror stories of people getting married. So because of, there's like so many different elements that have made both the dating pool and the desire to get, I think the desire to get married is still there, but the guard is so up that you have to be careful.
It has to be up.
You can even be like, okay, I reduce my requirements or whatever, but I say sign a prenup. Oh, you don't trust me as your future wife. You already want us to break up. Why don't you want to? Oh, so you are telling me that I have to sign a prenup because
absolutely.
Because you have more money than me. People start being, and because of that, people are like, yo, hold on a second. Like, can I now just go in and trust you? And again, if we go back, this is also why I think marriage to some extent is still relevant, if done correctly, is that if I'm your friend, I'm married, and I see someone, okay, again, let me even remove the marriage part. This is why you need the community aspect that I was talking about earlier. Because you can recommend someone. I can be like, Evan, this is my friend so-and-so.
That doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work.
It's not that it doesn't work per se. But again, you see, even your reaction to it doesn't work is because of the stories we know.
No, it's because I'll tell you why.
But even at that, I'm sorry, I'm not necessarily even introducing him as saying, hey, this is my friend, I think you. If I'm hosting and you all see each other there, and this even goes back to tell you like just how many issues there are in the world. This goes back to that conversation of friends saying, I can't drive you to the airport because you're asking for too much.
No, but there's
too many things going on that's creating
this is the point I'm trying to make. I feel like we need to let each other breathe, and we need to realize that marriage is mostly about compatibility.
There's that as well.
It is about compatibility. The truth is very simple. I want to marry somebody that I like and likes me. I want to marry somebody that's not going to stifle my dreams. I want to marry somebody that's not going to be complacent. I refuse to get married until I find this person. I should not be shamed for it. Simple. I'm sorry, but people will say compromise. Compromise has never been the problem. Settling is the problem. That's always been the problem. And I know that because I'm in that boat because I'm turning 33 this year, right?
So you've completed your 33rd year on Earth.
Once again, you're doing it again.
Doing what?
I'm literally trying to make a point.
Sorry. Okay, my bad.
This guy.
Sorry. Go on.
Because we had this argument before. That's why I looked at you like, don't do this again. Okay, for reference, he thinks that because I'm already 33, and when I turn 33, I'm starting my 34th year, so I'm actually 34. I don't like that argument.
You're living your...
if based off of that argument, your child will come out as a 1-year-old.
No. Your child is doing 0 to 1. So when they turn 1, they've completed 1. So 1 to 2 is their second year on Earth.
But they're not 2 years old because they haven't spent 2 years on Earth. So they're not.
No, they are living in their second year.
Yeah, but I told
Time
you. No,
is not...
I just told you I am turning 33.
You're not turning 33. You're completing 33.
I'm not completing 33 in October because I haven't spent 33 years on this Earth.
No, by the time it's October, you would have spent 33 years on this Earth.
I'm not. Okay, I don't want to have this argument again.
Okay. Sorry
guys, I'm on edge because because outside of this is my friend. So we have like the same argument every time.
So by the time you in October, would you not have completed your 33rd year?
Okay. So right now you're 34.
I'm in my 34th year.
No, okay.
I'm not 34.
How old are you?
See,
no.
33.
No, okay. If someone asks you how old are you 33 or are you 34?
I'm 33.
That's it. I'm turning 33. That's it.
Okay, fine.
The logic
is all English.
Is not the logic is not important in what I'm saying.
It's all English.
Okay.
It's fine.
What? Oh, God.
Sorry. My brain heard that and my brain just went bim, 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 bim. But go on. Sorry.
God.
Hallelujah.
God. It's all right. We are.
Cookies, hallelujah. Sorry.
Okay. What I was trying to say is the fact that God, why are you like this, man? Oh, what I was trying to say is that because I'm at an age where, there's a lot of conversations around fertility. And I'm going to be a bit vulnerable here and say that it's painful because people inadvertently wash out my achievements. They wash out my plans. They wash out what I'm doing. I'll say it like this. I've noticed a dip in the way that people celebrate my wins now. So if I, for example, I share news that something positive has happened to me, people don't take it as well as they did. Not when I say people, not my friends, but as well as they would have if it was 5 years ago. Because it's almost like, so why am I happy? Why am I chasing money? Why am I chasing this new startup? Why am I chasing these things when I don't have a husband? When I don't have children? Why is life so colorful? And I've said things like, okay, so what if I don't even want to now? What's going to happen? And it's like, people need to realize that marriage is there for more than a status symbol. Marriage is there for, as you said, very importantly, for community. Marriage is there for companionship. Marriage is there for partnership. And as you said also earlier, it's not that you can't have these things outside of marriage. It's the fact that marriage should always, and I say it with my full chest, make you better. Marriage should always improve your life. I should not be worse off because I got married to you. I should not be more lonely. I should not be poorer. I should not be less motivated. And I feel like, guys, it is worth waiting for that person. Because when people say, oh my God, fertility, I know friends in their 20s who struggle to have children. Many people struggle because the moment you get diagnosed with something like PCOS, endometriosis, uterine fibroids, hormonal imbalances, and all those things, those conversations tend to happen in your late teens, early 20s. People already have a problem with fertility at that age. So you can never pressure me into marriage by saying, oh, biological clock. And think about it also. We need to be more sympathetic to people at this age. Our parents could buy houses for 30K. They could buy houses for 30K when they were our age. Our parents, I was speaking to somebody and they were like, you know that the reason why a lot of our parents were born into the houses that their parents built was because their parents could afford to build houses in their early 20s. How many people do you know can afford to build a house in the early 20s? And people will say, oh my God, you guys can grow together. You guys can start small. Let me explain something to you. We no longer have the luxury of starting small. Diapers don't cost 50p. Diapers don't cost 50. Kids are expensive. And they're expensive. They're very expensive. And even aside that, a lot of us are not ready to be married. Why? Because, okay, let me look at it from this angle. Me, for example, I was parentified as a child.
Oh, yeah.
I was parentified as a child. So I grew up too quick. I'm just enjoying my life. I'm not joking. Like, I never envisioned getting married in my 20s. And that's why I always tell my mom, when my mom was like, oh, marriage, I'm like, look, my life is right on schedule for me, because it's like I was parentified. So while a lot of my friends were when I say doing holidays, I already had in my head, oh, you have to be responsible, you have to save, you have to this, people need to eat, you can't do this, your brothers, your this, your dad, your mom. Now I'm like, I'm living my life for myself. So now if I get married today, I don't resent my partner for getting married to me before I got a chance to live my life. Because I'm ready to get married. I can afford a wedding. Actually, can I? Actually, no. That one in itself is a bit of a... Can I afford a wedding? So, true to what you said, yes, the community is there, but I think we have to ask ourselves, this marriage you want, what do you want from it? Because, I always tell people, I say, if you're getting married, like, what do you want from that marriage? So, say, for example, that marriage is a marriage that doesn't produce children. What are you going to do?
See, and that is something that I think as humans we don't even do enough of, is sit down
and evaluate
and think these things through, so that you actually also really know what you want out of this.
Yeah.
Because really, if you can't have kids, are you then? So that means if you want kids, then you can say, okay, go adopt a child then.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like, go adopt a child without the marriage.
Yes.
But people will be like, no. So so again, I just wanted to highlight that it's not a God. Again, I'm not saying those things don't happen.
And it's not an affliction if you're not married by a certain age. God is not punishing you.
The state of the world is just not it right now. It is not designed. I mean, we literally have systems that were put in place to break up the family structure.
Oh,
that,
yes.
That the government will be more in control of your kids. So it's not God hates me or the devil has cursed me.
It's not an affliction. You're not. It's not. It's not.
You are saying you want to be worried. There's literally a woman who cooked 3 weeks for her husband. Again, and I hate the fact that we have to carry out everything in the internet. Because also, okay, you know what? There was something, I remembered why I wanted to do the content of the plea of the week.
Oh,
this
yes.
This is my plea to us on the internet. Can we sometimes just watch content and move on? We don't have to bring the hammer down on a person for their choice. Right? And I know some choices but because there are people who have literally been saved from relationship on the internet. I get it. But the way we sometimes go about this, like, Jesus Christ, let a person breathe. Like, let's just watch the content, enjoy it. If this is what the person said they like to do and they decided to do, fine.
So we shouldn't criticize Christian wigs then?
See, you can be like, oh, why? But the way they criticize as well.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's all right to even. There's a difference between commenting and coming down hard on somebody.
You can comment and be like, oh,
I wouldn't do that. Or that's a lot.
You have to cook 3 weeks worth of food for your family. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. Not your husband is a scum of the earth. Like, what do you mean?
There was a content, because you mentioned that there was a content where a man and his wife, they sat. I thought it was cute, by the way. They sat down and he said, she was like, no. He said, oh, things that my wife does that would make people crazy or something for me, blah, 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 blah. And they listed it, and people in the comments were like, oh my God, what do you even do for this woman? Oh my God, this woman's a slave in her marriage. The next content was, things my husband does that will send you guys, and I promise you.
Not one.
Not what. Oh my God, what's it called? King, this, that. And then, do you know what made it funny? Is the fact that by the time she was done listing what he does, you don't have to ask the auntie, winning in this space, or because he does this. But
no, but they will tell you that that's the way.
That's the way it should be, because
it should be like that.
I'll say that, yeah. Marriage in my head, because first of all, I don't think there could ever be 50-50 in a marriage, especially in a marriage where the woman has given birth to children, because how do you 50-50 that?
Exactly.
But I feel like marriage is equilibrium.
Just give their best.
Give your best, because the truth is this: there are things, Brandon, that I don't enjoy doing. I don't like doing it. Example, case in point, I don't like to mow the lawn. I don't like to iron. I don't like to hoover. I'm the kind of person that will pack my husband's lunch daily because I enjoy it. I like to cook. I like to pack lunch boxes. I will do it. Do you know what I don't like to? No. But guess what I don't like to do? I don't enjoy driving at all. I drive out of necessity. I don't enjoy ironing. I don't enjoy going to the petrol station or washing my car. Do you know what I will happily do? I will happily change your tires. But I don't like to go to the car wash. So if I marry somebody who likes to go to the car wash, I have an uncle, literally my blood. His hobby, his favorite pastime is ironing. Do you know what he does? He does the laundry in the house, by the way. He does the laundry and then he takes his time. He puts on Nollywood or he puts on the news and he spends like 2 hours.
You know
just
what they say?
Ironing.
They say, so they wash your wife.
Do you understand? So you can't make people happy, but that's what he does. When I say he irons, you know the way they fold the shirts in the shop where the collar is up and the sleeve? He will fold all his clothes like that. He also has a sewing kit. So if while he's ironing, a button is out or a stitch is loose, he will amend it. Imagine marrying somebody like that, as somebody that doesn't like to iron. I think live and let live. Let them be.
Not even marriages. Relationship is a service activity.
Yes.
And people just don't like to serve.
I only have a problem when someone is evidently being shortchanged. And again, that's the only word. That's only when I have a problem.
We go back to like the horror stories we've heard, which has now made everyone defensive as far. If I'm serving, am I equally being
served
as well? You know, although in Bible you should just love the person first.
No,
you genuinely have space that way. Love the person.
Yeah,
but
you can't pour from an empty cup.
No one wants to do that anymore because before you pour, you also like, where's your cup? Where's your cup? Well, let me first see what's inside. What do you want to first pour for me? Let me first see.
And I think we have to go back.
I not like champagne. You don't have rosé. No, I like Dom Perignon. That's champagne.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that's what we're doing now. Just get the cup and start pouring.
Yeah, and and I think we've talked about this weeks ago now on this pod where we talk about the fact that as adults we need to communicate more, because the truth is, know what each person wants, and this is my thing. You guys always make it seem as though life and all these things are by force. You don't want to be cooking for a man 24/7. Don't marry a man that wants you to cook for him 24/7. It's not hard.
I said,
it's not difficult.
Let me round up with this. I miss the whole Clay Thompson and everybody while that happened, right? Let me round up with this. As at that point you just made. If you want to just have sex, just tell the woman, I think you're hot, you look great, and I would like to wine and dine you and have sex with you. Yeah, some women will tell you, yeah, that ain't for me. I want to work towards a relationship.
Keep it pushing.
Then you move on. Some women will be like, okay, cool, I'm down. But we also know that some of you will do that and then go and tell everybody, I bagged her. I bagged her.
Yeah, but you have to weigh the pros and cons. I know that that's a possibility.
Which is also why the woman would tell you no, because your character is terrible outside.
Facts.
Terrible. But if you want that, there's no need to string someone along, drag them along. And that Clay Thompson one annoyed me. Because you're a millionaire. If you want to be nacky, go and knack. Why do you have to drag the person along?
A part of me feels like he wanted to son her.
No, I think at this point I think it's racial. You might call it a stretch, but I think too. Yeah. And before people come for me, because I knew Clay Thompson.
Clay Thompson will get married to a conservative.
I knew Clay Thompson before I knew Megan. I was there with the Splash Brothers. I was there from day one. 9 dribbles or 7 dribbles. I was there. So don't tell me I didn't know. If you want to do all you want, that's what I don't understand. And this is someone that say high value man qualifies as a high value man.
What is even that?
Why can you just walk up and say like, I would like to?
The truth is, he likes the fact that he had Megan on his arm. He liked the fact that he had Coco Joyce. He likes the aura that comes with having that kind of woman on your arm.
No. Even beyond that, I've said on this podcast before, men love the what do you call it? The benefits of a relationship.
They do, because men benefit a lot from having a relationship.
No, they like that companionship, but they don't want to come out or they don't want to acknowledge or just agree that is what it is, because they will say they are soft and moist.
And it doesn't help that after he now cheats, Pastor Bolaji said that we should be telling them that they're the righteousness in Christ.
Tell him, you are great. Your Achilles will heal. Anyway, guys,
you're not what you did. You're not a cheat.
Thank you for tuning in.
But honestly, I want to leave with this, that I think I'll speak to. I don't want to speak to African parents because they're set in their ways, but I want to speak to the people. No, I want to speak to people who are in this position where it's like, do what works for you. Don't get pressured. Marriage is marriage is not what you get pressured into. Getting married and signing those papers is not something to get.
People don't even want to get married anymore. They think it's God.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't even because they think it's God and they think that, oh my God, God is forsaking me. Some people have used that as an excuse to be like, let me just get it over and done with. You rush in, you rush out. It's not the be all and end all. And also, don't let anyone shame you for having standards and wanting to do what you want to do and do what's best for you. Don't let anyone shame you into doing that. That's what I'm going to say.
Ni oruko Jesu.
I mean.
But yeah, I think marriage is still relevant.
I think it's relevant, and you guys can call me a pick me all you want, because as you guys know, I'm a feminist. If you like, on my wedding, they'd be like, imagine feminists are getting married and having children. That's your problem. Marriage is still relevant in today's world. We can agree to disagree, but I agree with you. Look at us agreeing on the same thing. Spud me.
All right, let me be Van today. Thank you all for tuning in. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Even click the notification button, even though I don't think it's really that useful. But on Spotify as well, or Apple, please do like, especially on there, and follow
us. Yeah,
we would really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Have a blessed week ahead. Summer is coming soon. Well, I think they say first day of summer is already there, but who cares? Bye, guys.